Hello students, welcome to all your scholar classes. So today I will be taking the second part of the chapter is matter around us pure. This is a class 9 science chapter number 2. Okay, so we have discussed many things about solution in our last class. You can just check out my video of the part 1 where you will get everything about solutions, mixtures, types of mixtures and all. Okay, what is substance, what is pure substance, everything. So we have already studied about solution. This says that what is solution? Solution means it's a mixture of solute plus solvent. Okay, so the quantity of solvent is always greater, but the quantity of solute is less. Okay, so on this basis that how much solute and solvent quantity is there, this solution are of 4 types, or you can also say that the concentration of a solution. Okay, so today we will be discussing about types, or you can say concentration. Okay, concentration of solution. Okay, so for a normal man, for a layman, what does concentration means? You must be using so many things at your home also. Concentration का क्या मतलब है? Concentration का मतलब है solute की quantity से. Okay, जितना ज़्यादा solute होगा, उतना ज़्यादा वो solution जो भी है वो concentrated होगा. Example लीजिए. Suppose you take, we have already studied about solution in a glass. You take water. Okay. Now what you have to do? Just add sugar in it. Okay. Take a water in a glass and add sugar in it. At the first time, just add 1 spoon of sugar. Okay. इस पानी में आपने 500 ml का वाटर है, ओके, उसमें 1 स्पून आपने शुगर डाला, फिर आप 2 स्पून डालिए, then add 4, then add 6 spoon. Like this you keep on adding and adding. What does this means? ये जो वाटर सोल्यूशन था 500 का, उसमें आप पहले 1 स्पून शुगर डालते हो, फिर 2 डालते हो, फिर 4 डालते हो, फिर 6 डालते हो. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? आप शुगर ऐड कर रहे हो वाटर में, तो जितना आप शुगर ऐड करते जा रहे हो उतना इस सोल्यूशन का जो कंसंट्रेशन है उसको यू आर इंक्रीजिंग. ओके, डिड यू गॉट द पॉइंट कि इफ यू आर एडिंग, पहले 1 स्पून शुगर डाला तो ये सॉल्यूशन बहुत कम कंसंट्रेटेड था, फिर 2 स्पून शुगर डाला, थोड़ा और कंसंट्रेटेड हुआ, 4 स्पून शुगर डाला और कंसंट्रेटेड हुआ, 6 स्पून डाला तो और कंसंट्रेटेड हुआ. ऐसे आप जितना ज्यादा शुगर डालते जाओगे उतना ज्यादा ये सॉल्यूशन कंसंट्रेटेड होता जाएगा. तो नॉर्मल मैन की लैंग्वेज में किसी भी सॉल्यूशन की कंसंट्रेशन को हम कैसे डिफाइन कर सकते हैं? जो उसका गाढ़ापन है. ओके, गाढ़ापन का क्या मतलब हुआ? आप चीनी 1 चम्मच शुगर डाल रहे हो, तो ये जो शुगर और वाटर का सॉल्यूशन था वो बहुत ही लाइट था, लेकिन आप शुगर की क्वांटिटी बढ़ाते जाओ, आप देखना हैवी हो जाएगा, जो सॉल्यूशन है वो गाढ़ा हो जाएगा, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कंसंट्रेटेड. तो ये तो मैंने आपको बताया व्हाट डज कंसंट्रेशन मींस. अब उस कंसंट्रेशन के बेसिस पे सॉल्यूशन के 4 टाइप्स होते हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू सी दैट. ओके, अब which concentration solutions or the types of solutions are there? The first one is a dilute solution. Okay, डाइल्यूट। किसी भी चीज को आपको डाइल्यूट करना होता है, सपोज करिए एट योर होम आल्सो, सो व्हाट डज यू डू, यू पुट मोर वाटर। कभी आपकी मदर ने कोई वेजिटेबल बनाया, कोई ग्रेवी वाली सब्जी बनाई और सब्जी बहुत ही कंसंट्रेटेड हो गई, मीन्स वो बहुत थिक हो गई एंड शी वांट्स कि हाँ शी वांट्स मोर ग्रेवी, व्हाट डज शी डू, शी एड सम वाटर। तो वाटर जो उस वेजिटेबल में, उस सब्जी में आपकी मम्मा ने ऐड किया, व्हाट डज इट मीन कि उसको वो डाइल्यूट बना दी, क्योंकि वाटर को आपने ऐड किया। वाटर क्या है, सॉल्वेंट है, ठीक है। This was just an example I was telling you. So I will be telling you about dilute solution, a solution in which the concentration of the solute is much less than that of a solvent. क्या होगा, dilute solution क्या होगा, जो concentration होगा solute का वो बहुत ही कम होगा, much less, sorry, you need to do this, much less than the solvent. Okay, it means कि solvent की क्वांटिटी ज्यादा होगी और solute बहुत थोड़ा सा होगा। एग्जाम्पल आप देखो, वो जो मैंने शुगर और वाटर वाला एग्जाम्पल डाला था, आप 500 ml वाटर लीजिए और इसमें शुगर डालिए 1 स्पून। So the solution formed here is of which type? This solution is a dilute solution. क्यों? क्योंकि 500 ml वाटर में कितना solute है, केवल 1 स्पून। It is much less. So a dilute solution is a solution in which the concentration of solute is much less as compared to that of solvent. Okay, example again, you can see if you take 500 ml of water and just add 1 spoon of salt or a sugar, you can add anything. Suppose you are adding a salt also, so we will obtain a dilute solution. Now what happens, if you keep on adding this salt again and again, as I have told you previously also, what you are making, you are making that solution concentrated. Okay, by adding a solute regularly in a solution, there comes a point where no more solute dissolves in a solution. If you keep on adding either sugar or salt in this solution, keep on adding, एक ऐसा पोजीशन आएगा, या you can say ऐसी स्टेज आएगी, a stage comes जहाँ पे जो solute है, means या तो शुगर है या ये सॉल्ट है, that stops dissolving, वो अब इसमें घुलना बंद हो जाएगी, डिसॉल्व होना बंद हो जाएगी। तो उस स्टेज को हम क्या बोलेंगे, saturation point of a solution. That is called a saturation point of a solution. So what happens, key, this is a dilute solution. Dilute solution is a solution in which the concentration of solute is much less than a solvent. And the second thing is that if you keep on adding a solute in a solution, a stage is going to come when the solute stops dissolving. जब solute घुलना बंद कर देगा, वो that stage is called as the saturation point of solution. Saturation point of solution एक ऐसी स्टेज आ गई है जहां पे solution अब saturate हो चुका है, it is going to stop now, no more dissolution. कुछ और कोई भी solute है वो dissolve नहीं होगा, stop हो गया है. Okay, so this was the dilute solution. Now we shall be seeing a concentrated solution definition. What is the definition of a concentrated solution? I hope dilute concentrated must be clear to you, but still I will be telling you. So a solution in which the quantity of a solute is in a larger amount as compared to a solvent. Dilute में तो solute की quantity कम थी, solvent ज़्यादा था. Concentrated में क्या होगा? Solute will be much more than solvent. Okay, that solution is called 500 ml वाटर है और आप शुगर और सॉल्ट जो डाल दो वो 600 ग्राम डाल दो, तो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ कंसंट्रेटेड सॉल्यूशन, क्योंकि वाटर की क्वांटिटी से, वाटर इज व्हाट, इट्स अ सॉल्वेंट, उससे ज्यादा शुगर या सॉल्ट हो गया, मींस सॉल्यूट जो है वो ज्यादा हो गया, इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ कंसंट्रेटेड solution. Concentrated solution is a solution in which the quantity of the amount of a solute is much more than a solvent. Okay. So next comes a saturated solution. So saturated solution is a solution in which no more solute can be added. Okay. As I have already told you, a stage comes which is called as a saturation point. वो saturation point जब आ गई तो वो कौन सा सॉल्यूट हो गया, सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन हो गया, सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन हो गया। एक डाइल्यूट सॉल्यूशन में आप बहुत सारा सॉल्वेंट सॉल्यूट ऐड करते जाओ, वो कंसंट्रेटेड बनेगा एक स्टेज पे, और एक स्टेज आएगी जब वो सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन हो जाएगा। क्यों सैचुरेटेड हो जाएगा, क्योंकि अब इस सॉल्यूशन में फर्दर कोई भी सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है, क्योंकि सिंस ऐसा क्यों होता है, बिकॉज द ऑलरेडी डिसॉल्व्ड सॉल्यूट इज इन मैक्सिमम अमाउंट, जो मैक्सिमम अमाउंट में सॉल्यूट ऑलरेडी डिसॉल्व हो चुका है, और अब एक स्टेज ऐसी आ गई कि अब कोई डिसॉल्यूशन नहीं होगा, तो ये एक सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन हो गया। ओके, ठीक है। आप एक ही एक्सपेरिमेंट में तीनों चीज देख सकते हो, पहले जब सॉल्यूट कम था तो वो डाइल्यूट हुआ, फिर सॉल्यूट ज्यादा हुआ तो वो कंसंट्रेटेड हुआ, फिर एक ऐसी स्टेज आई जब अब कोई और सॉल्यूशन का डिसॉल्व नहीं हो रहा, कोई भी सॉल्यूशन अब डिसॉल्व नहीं होगा, तो वो सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन हो गया, क्योंकि अब सैचुरेशन पॉइंट अटेन हो गई, वी हैव अटेन अ पॉइंट दैट इज अ सैचुरेशन पॉइंट। नाउ द क्वेश्चन कम्स अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन, व्हाट इज अ अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन? सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट solution, unsaturated solution is a solution in which we can add more and more amount of solute and it has not achieved its saturation level yet. Okay, unsaturated solution क्या है कि अभी आप कोई भी solution है उसमें आप solute को ऐड कर सकते हो, ऐड कर सकते हो, ऐड कर सकते हो, क्यों? क्योंकि उसकी कोई भी saturation point नहीं आई है, तो दैट सॉल्यूशन इज कॉल्ड अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन, और डाइल्यूट सॉल्यूशन कैन बी कॉल्ड एज अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन। व्हाई डाइल्यूट सॉल्यूशन कैन बी कॉल्ड एज अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन? बिकॉज ऑब्वियस है कि सॉल्यूशन तभी डाइल्यूट होगा जब आप उसमें और सॉल्यूट ऐड कर सकते हो। अगर वो कंसंट्रेटेड हो गया, तो अगर आप इतना सॉल्यूट ऐड कर दिए कि वो एक पॉइंट पे आ गया कि सैचुरेशन हो गया, तो it can't be a dilute solution. So you can say that unsaturated solution is a dilute solution. Okay? So I think these types of solution must be clear to you. Dilute solution is a solution in which the quantity of solute is less as compared to solvent. Concentrated solution is a solution in which the amount of solute is greater than as compared to a solvent. Saturated solution is a solution in which a stage comes, a point comes where no more solute is going to be dissolved in a solution. That point is called saturation point of a solution, and that solution is called as a saturated solution. Unsaturated solution is a solution in which you can add more amount of solutes. There has been no saturation point. Okay, I hope all these are clear to you. So now we shall study the ways to express the concentration of a solution. So there are various ways through which the concentration can be expressed, but in class 9 syllabus there are only 3 ways that I am going to tell you. Okay, so the first one is mass by mass percentage. Mass by mass percentage of a solution. Okay, the second way is mass by volume. Okay, this was mass by mass, this is mass by volume, percentage of a solution. And the third one is volume by volume. Volume by volume, percentage of a solution. Okay, students? So, whatever the percent of a solution we need to take, there are two main things to be remembered. The first one is that the solute will be in the numerator and the solvent is going to be in, the solution is going to be in denominator. Okay? When I will be telling you the expression, it will be more clear to you. So, here comes mass by mass percent of a solution. So, mass of a solute, okay, upon mass of a solution. चूंकि यहाँ पे मास बाय मास है, तो न्यूमरेटर में भी मास होगा, डिनोमिनेटर में भी मास होगा, और न्यूमरेटर में हमेशा सल्यूट होता है और डिनोमिनेटर में हमेशा सॉल्यूशन होता है into 100. Okay, so this is the first equation. आपको तीन चीजें याद रखनी है. पहली तो यहाँ पे देखिए मास बाय मास है, तो न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर में दोनों मास आएगा. सेकेंड थिंग, सॉल्यूट हमेशा न्यूमरेटर में होगा, सॉल्यूशन हमेशा डिनोमिनेटर में होगा. You need to multiply it by 100 by, because you have to find the percentage. Percentage is always counted in 100. 100% नहीं तो आपके एग्जाम्स के भी जो रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, but in how much you score? 100% के अंदर 87%, 52% जो भी आपने स्कोर किया, that is percentage. Okay? So this nobody is going to tell you, no book is going to tell you. So remember this concept. This formula is going to be very easy to remember. मास बाय मास है, तो न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर दोनों में मास आएगा. सॉल्यूट है तो न्यूमरेटर में जाता है, सॉल्यूशन डिनोमिनेटर में, और 100 से इंटू करना है. बस कुछ भी नहीं है, इसको कुछ भी you need not to cram it. Just remember the concept. It's mass by mass. Numerator, denominator both is going to have mass. Mass by volume. So mass by volume, so mass will be the numerator, denominator will be volume. Volume by volume, numerator and denominator both are going to be volume. और सॉल्यूट हमेशा ऊपर आता है, सॉल्यूशन नीचे, सॉल्यूट न्यूमरेटर में, सॉल्यूशन डिनोमिनेटर में. परसेंटेज निकालना है, इसलिए 100 से इंटू करना. अब नो क्रैमिंग ऑफ दीज इक्वेशंस, बहुत इजी हो गया ये इक्वेशन. सो मास बाय वॉल्यूम, इट इज गोइंग टू बी मास ऑफ सॉल्यूट बाय volume of solution. Okay, percentage, so into 100. This is the first equation. This is the first and this one is the second way. Okay, then volume by volume. So the third is going to be volume of solute upon volume of solution into 100. Okay, now don't cram it, just learn the logic how you have to remember. So we shall be doing one numerical on it. Let's see how we can solve a numerical based on this equation. So suppose a solution is there which contains 40 gram of common salt. Okay, 40 gram of water. Okay? Now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percent of the solution. तो mass by mass percent में कौन सा equation लगेगा? The first formula is going to be applied. So I am rubbing the Restore. Okay? आपको mass by mass percentage निकालना है. So mass by mass percent का फॉर्मूला क्या है? Mass of a solute, okay, upon mass of a solution into 100, okay. तो mass of a solute क्या है? Solute यहाँ पे कौन सा है? Common salt है. तो solute का तो mass 40 हो गया, okay. अब मास ऑफ अ सॉल्यूशन का मास क्या होगा? सॉल्यूशन क्या होता है? सॉल्वेंट प्लस सोल्यूट इज अ सॉल्यूशन. तो यहाँ पे सॉल्वेंट है वाटर, सोल्यूट है कॉमन सॉल्ट. तो 40 प्लस 320 ग्राम्स, ओके. क्योंकि सॉल्यूशन क्या है? सोल्यूट प्लस सॉल्वेंट, वी ऑल नो दैट. So this is the mass of a solution and this is the mass of a solute into 100. Very simple it is. So now what you are going to do? This will be 40 and when you add this 40 plus 320 grams, it is going to be 360. Okay? 360 gram into 100. Okay? So what answer you are going to get? We divide it by 4 and then it is going to be 11.1%. ठीक है? ये सिंपल सा हो गया इसका सॉल्यूशन. अच्छा, दी थिंग जो ज्यादातर स्टूडेंट्स गलती करते हैं वो क्या है? मास ऑफ अ सॉल्यूशन. सॉल्यूशन के मास में आप लोग हमेशा वाटर या जो भी सॉल्वेंट है उसको लिख देते हो. नो, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर सॉल्यूशन इट इज मास ऑफ अ सॉल्यूशन. और सॉल्यूशन क्या होता है? सोल्यूट प्लस सॉल्वेंट. तो दोनों को ऐड करिएगा, ठीक है. 40 प्लस 320 है यहाँ पे, या जहां पे भी आप जो करिएगा, remember that you need to add both of them. Okay, so this was a simple example like that. So you can do numericals of all of them. Okay, so this was the ways to express the concentration of solution. There are 3 ways: mass by mass, mass by volume, and volume by volume. Okay. So students, in the first part of this chapter, we have already discussed about heterogeneous mixture. Okay, mixture were of 2 types: homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So heterogeneous mixture was those mixture which are non-uniform. Okay, non-uniform means the solute is not dissolved completely in a solution. Okay, so now we will see that these heterogeneous mixtures, they can be of 2 types. Okay, the one is the suspension. Okay, we shall be studying about it in detail. And the second one is the colloidal solution. Colloidal solution, or you can also call it as colloid. Okay, so heterogeneous mixture can be suspension and colloidal solution. So initially we shall be studying about suspension. Okay, so we will see what is suspension. it's a heterogeneous mixture in which the solute particles do not dissolve but remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. What happens if you put some solute in a solution? If you make a solution, you will see that these solutes, they are not going to dissolve but they remain in a bulk. Okay, you can see it. You can see it by your naked eye. So if we take the examples of suspension, okay, if you mix this chalk in a water, mixture of chalk and water, what is going to happen if you mix a chalk in a water? These chalk and water both can be seen in the solution. You can easily distinguish that there is a chalk and water. Okay? The next one is the muddy water. If you put mud in a water, what do you see? You can see that it is a muddy water. You can easily identify it. Means the solute which you have put, their particles are not dissolved. You can see that. Okay? Then if you mixture of flour and water. ठीक है? घर में आटा होगा, आटे को पानी में डाल के देखिए ना, क्या होता है? दिखता है ना आटा कि आटा है, डिसॉल्व तो नहीं हो जाता है। जैसे जब आप शुगर को वाटर में डालते हो तो चीनी तो गायब हो गई, शुगर इज बीइंग डिसॉल्व्ड, यू कांट सी इट एनीमोर। बट जब आटे को पानी में डालोगे कैसा होगा? नो, यू कैन सी द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द फ्लोर। देन कम्स द mixture of dust particles in water. Okay? So इस तरीके से अगर आप देखोगे तो बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स हैं सस्पेंशन के. Okay? Now we shall be seeing the properties of suspension. And this, the properties of suspension is very important from examination point of view. Suspension और collides का difference बहुत important है from examination point of view. Okay? So you must learn these. So let's see the properties. Properties of suspension. Okay? So the first thing is that it's a heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, non-uniform है. Uniform mixture नहीं है, non-uniform है. Okay? And the second thing is that the particle of the suspension can be seen by the naked eye. You can see if you mix this chalk in a water, you can see the particles of the chalk. Okay? So the particles of suspension can be seen by the naked eye. Okay? ठीक है? अब ये naked eye से क्यों दिखता है? Because it is greater than 1 nanometer. इसलिए आप इसको अपने naked eye से देख सकते हो. जो particles less than 1 nanometer होते हैं, 1 nanometer is equals to 10 to the power -9 meter. तो उन particles को जो less than है 1 nanometer से, उसको आप नहीं देख सकते हो, but greater than 1 nanometer है तो you can see it. So the particles of suspension can be seen by the naked eye. And the third and very important property is that the particles of a suspension scatter a beam of light passing through it, and it's make a path visible. Okay? So the particles of particle of suspension scatter a beam of light. Okay, it scatter a beam of light passing, ठीक है, passing through it. And it makes a path. Okay, and the fourth very important thing is that the solute particles settle down when the suspension is left undisturbed. Okay, अगर आप इस चॉक को वाटर में डालते हो तो अगर आप उसको छोड़ दीजिए कुछ देर के लिए तो ये जो सल्यूट्स हैं, जो पार्टिकल्स हैं सल्यूट के, वो नीचे जाके सेटल हो जाएंगे. ओके, सो द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ solute settles down when left sterile. ठीक है, इनको हिलाइए मत, उसको हिलाइए मत, you keep it undisturbed, it is going to settle down. And the fifth and very important property is that if you want to separate this mixture, that is a mixture of salt and water, by the process of filtration you can separate it. Okay, mixture can be separated. Okay, in this chapter only I mean कि इसमें आगे further we have got so many methods of separation. We shall be studying that also in this chapter only. Okay, so when the particles settle down, the suspension breaks and it does not scatter light anymore. So what we have read that it scatters a beam of light, लेकिन जब इसको आप स्टेबल रखोगे, डिस्टर्ब नहीं करोगे और पार्टिकल्स जो है ये सेटल हो जाएंगे नीचे, तो ये प्रॉपर्टीज की लॉस्ट हो जाएगी. मीन्स कि स्कैटरिंग नहीं होगी. क्यों? क्योंकि ऊपर का सोल्यूशन बिल्कुल जो भी पार्टिकल्स थे वो सेटल हो गए, ऊपर का सोल्यूशन होमोजेनस टाइप हो गया. तो अगर ऊपर का सोल्यूशन होमोजेनस हो गया तो होमोजेनस सोल्यूशन की ये प्रॉपर्टी होती है कि लाइट की स्कैटरिंग नहीं होती है. ओके, फाइन. सो दीज वर द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सस्पेंशन. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज वेरी heterogeneous. The particles of suspension can be seen by naked eye. Particles of suspension passing through it scatters a beam of light. And if you leave the material undisturbed, the particles of mixture are going to settle down. It can be separated by method of filtration. Okay, you can take a filter paper and if you want to separate the mixture of salt and water, you will see that some concentrated solute is going to be there on the filter paper. Okay, so this were the properties of suspension. So now we will study about colloidal solution. So what is a colloidal solution? So if we talk about colloidal solution, it's a solution in which the size of the solute particle is the immediate between a true solution and suspension. क्या होता है colloidal solution? इसमें जो पार्टिकल की साइज होती है, साइज ऑफ अ solute particle. Okay, size of a solute particle. वो कैसी होती है solute particle की साइज? वो इंटरमीडिएट होती है, मतलब बीच की होती है. Intermediate between what? Intermediate between a true solution. Intermediate between a true solution and suspension. That is called as a colloidal. Either you can say it's a colloid or a colloid solution. तो क्या है colloidal solution की जो साइज है सॉल्यूट पार्टिकल्स की वो बीच की होती है, किसके बीच में? ट्रू सॉल्यूशन और सस्पेंशन। मींस ना तो वो ट्रू सॉल्यूशन है, ट्रू सॉल्यूशन तो वैसे भी होमोजेनस सॉल्यूशन होता है, वी ऑल नो दैट। सो कोलाइडल इज अ हेटेरोजेनस सॉल्यूशन, इज नॉट होमोजेनस। Neither it's like a suspension. We have already studied about suspension and its property. तो इन दोनों के बीच में आता है colloidal solution. Okay? So the particles of the colloidal solution are uniformly spread throughout the solution. How are they spread? They are spread uniformly. Okay? और although they are a heterogeneous solution, but they are the particles of the solution is spread uniformly. Okay? But what happens is due to the relatively small size of these particles as compared to that of suspension, अगर हम suspension से compare करें तो colloidal के solution के जो particles हैं वो बहुत ही छोटे होते हैं, they are very small. Okay? So the mixture appears to be homogeneous. Their mixture appears to be homogeneous, but actually colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay? इनके जो solution की particles होते हैं वो बहुत छोटे छोटे होते हैं, इसलिए देख के ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे कि ये homogeneous mixture है, but actually it is not. It is a heterogeneous. I have already told you that heterogeneous mixture are colloidal solutions or suspension. Okay? So the first thing was that their size of the particles was intermediate between a true solution and a suspension. Second is that they are a heterogeneous. Heterogeneous है, although जो size होती है particles की वो बहुत ही small होती है, इसलिए वो दिखते तो हैं कि homogeneous है, but they are not actually homogeneous. They are heterogeneous. If you see it by microscope, you will see the particles. They are heterogeneous. Okay, so because of this small size, एक तो small size इतनी ज़्यादा होती है इसकी कि can't be seen by naked eye. Can't be seen by naked eye. The particles are so small that they can't be seen by the naked eyes. Okay, so these are the some features of the colloidal solution. That size of the solution is intermediate between a true solution and a suspension. It is a heterogeneous mixture, although it appears to be homogeneous since the size of the particle is very small, and since the particle size is very small, they can't be seen by the naked eye. Okay? So next what we are going to study is the Tyndall effect. Okay? We will study about Tyndall effect. Okay? अब Tyndall effect की बात करें तो what is Tyndall effect? What happens in a Tyndall effect? That the particles of a colloidal solution can easily scatter a beam of visible light. जो particles हैं आपके colloidal solution के वो scatter हो सकते हैं beam of light के form में, they can scatter. So this scattering of beam of light is called as Tyndall effect. Okay? Scattering, किसकी scattering हो रही है? Beam of light. Scattering of beam of light of colloidal solution is called as Tyndall effect. Okay? So why this name Tyndall was given? Because the person who has found this scattering beam of light scattering was named as Tyndall. So on his name this effect was given as Tyndall effect. Okay? So what happens? The Tyndall effect can be observed when a beam of light enters in a room through a small hole. You must have seen at your home that what happens, all the room suppose is closed, but somewhere there is a hole in your house or something is there. So from there you can see a light beam is coming. That is what? That is a Tyndall effect. Okay? So what happens? This happens due to the scattering of light by the particles of the dust and the smoke present in the air. वो जो light आपके घर में enter कर रही है through the hole, वो क्यों आती है? क्या है वो actually? वो जो dust particles air में present है या smoke present है air में, उसके कारण आती है. तो this is what? This is the Tyndall effect. Okay? So now I will be telling you an example of a Tyndall effect. How you can see a Tyndall effect. कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन में जो बीम ऑफ लाइट की स्कैटरिंग हुई उसको एक टर्म दिया गया, Tyndall effect का टर्म दिया गया. Okay? Now what we are going to do, if you take a torch suppose, okay, just take a torch, an experiment we are going to do. You just take a torch and take two types of solution. Okay, in the first solution of copper sulfate. Okay, it is a solution of copper sulfate, and in another box, Vishal, you just take milk. What you are going to take? You are going to take a milk. Now we are going to see the Tyndall effect in this copper sulfate, that is the A, and milk is the B. इस दोनों में हम लोग Tyndall effect देखेंगे. अब इस टॉर्च की आप लाइट को जलाइए तो इसकी स्कैटरिंग होगी लाइट की. Okay? So what you will see that this scattering of light does not comes in the copper sulfate, but it passes through this milk. Okay, path of light becomes visible through this milk solution, but it does not pass it through this copper sulfate. So first thing is that this copper sulfate does not show Tyndall effect. Does not show Tyndall effect. Okay? अगर बीम ऑफ लाइट पास होती होती, स्कैटर हुई होती, पाथ ऑफ लाइट हमें विजिबल होती, तो हम मानते हैं कि इसमें Tyndall effect हुआ कॉपर सल्फेट में. लेकिन जो कि लाइट तो आई ही नहीं यहाँ पे टॉर्च की, स्कैटरिंग नहीं हुआ, तो इट डज नॉट शो Tyndall effect. लेकिन मिल्क में हुई स्कैटरिंग, इट मींस इट शोज Tyndall effect. Okay? So now the question is that why copper sulfate does not show Tyndall effect whereas milk shows Tyndall effect? So the answer is that if the particles of this copper sulfate are very small to be able to make light path visible. Okay? ये जो copper sulfate के particles हैं, particles इतने small हैं कि light उन particles में से light अगर पास भी हो रही होगी तो it can't be visible. अगर कुछ size होगा, कुछ particle का size होगा तब ना light visible होगी तो आपको दिखाई देगा. अब particle इतना छोटा है तो lights कैसे दिखाई देंगे इसमें से जो visible हो रही है. Okay? So the path visible जो light है वो आपको नहीं दिखाई देगी. Whereas milk में क्या होता है? Milk आपका example है colloid solution का. ठीक है? और Tyndall effect कौन देता है? Tyndall effect is given by the colloidal solution. So milk is an example of a colloidal solution where the particles is big. Particle की size जो है वो big है. Okay? Particle size is big. Big enough to make the scattering of beam of light and make the path visible. इसलिए path visible है. Okay, I hope this Tyndall effect is clear to you. Tyndall effect is what? The scattering of beam of light seen in the colloidal solutions. अब हमने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया जिसमें हमने एक टॉर्च ली, एक कॉपर सल्फेट सॉल्यूशन लिया और एक जगह मिल्क लिया. तो जब टॉर्च colloidal solution. Okay, I hope this must be clear to you. One more example I would like to tell you for a Tyndall effect. If you want to see, you observe that when sunlight passes through a canopy of a dense forest. कभी आपने एक dense forest देखा होगा, ठीक है? बहुत dense होगी forest. Dense forest means कि it has lots of trees. बहुत ही dense होगा, भरा हुआ होगा, घना जंगल. ओके, सो उसमें जब सन की लाइट पास होती है, ओके, सनलाइट इज पासिंग, सो व्हाट हैपेंस in the forest, the mist you know, the water droplets. Okay, so the mist contains tiny droplets of water. Okay, mist क्या, tiny droplets of water के, which acts as a particle of colloidal solution in air. अब क्या है, जो भी mist है, जो water के droplets हैं, वो air में as a colloidal dispersed solution की तरह appear करते हैं. इसलिए जब sun की light उसमें से pass हो जाती है, उस particles में से, और beam की scattering होती है, so they show a Tyndall effect. So milk is one of the example to explain Tyndall effect. Next is the Tyndall effect is observed when the sunlight passes through the canopy of a dense forest. Okay, so milk mist particles जो होती हैं, they act as a colloids. Okay, act as colloids. Fine. I hope Tyndall effect is clear to you. Okay. So now we shall be seeing the properties of Tyndall effect. Let's see what is the properties of colloids. What are the properties of colloids? Okay, let's see the properties of colloids. Okay, so if we talk about colloids, the first very important thing is that it appears to be a homogeneous, but it's actually a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, it's a heterogeneous mixture, although it appears to be like a homogeneous mixture. Okay, the second thing is that it is not fully transparent. Okay, if not fully transparent. Okay, not fully transparent का क्या मतलब हुआ? Not fully transparent का क्या मतलब हुआ? It's a bit translucent. मतलब कि ये पूरा ट्रांसपेरेंट नहीं है, पूरा आर पार तो हमें नहीं इसमें दिखता है पार्टिकल्स का, बट बिट इट्स अ ट्रांसलूसेंट टाइप सॉल्यूशन है. जो थर्ड चीज है कोलाइड्स की, वो क्या होती है कि साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ कोलाइड्स इज टू स्मॉल टू बी विजिबल बाय अ नेकेड आई. साइज इज टू स्मॉल टू बी विजिबल बाय naked eye. Okay, naked eye से विजिबल नहीं होती है, क्योंकि साइज जो पार्टिकल्स की है, साइज ऑफ पार्टिकल्स इज टू स्मॉल. साइज ऑफ पार्टिकल्स इज टू स्मॉल टू बी विजिबल बाय द नेकेड आई. अब क्या है, जो कोलाइड्स है वो बिग एनफ होते हैं to scatter the beam of light passing through it and the path is visible. Okay, beam of light, and the path is visible. Okay, this is clear. Now what happens if you keep a colloidal solution still, they are not going to settle down when left undisturbed. Okay, they are not. और suspension में हमने क्या देखा था? In case of suspension, when you leave the solution undisturbed, stability lie solution में and you keep it, they are going to settle down, but they do not settle down. Colloidal particles, they do not settle down. They do not settle down. Okay? ठीक है? When left undisturbed. Now the next property of a colloid is that they cannot be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. As we have seen that in suspension, we can separate the mixture by a process called filtration. इनको हम filtration के process से separate नहीं कर सकते हैं, but हाँ हम इनको separate कर सकते हैं किसी और method से excuse me, and that method is known as centrifugation. What is the method? Centrifugation is the separation method. Okay, so we can separate it by a method called centrifugation, not with filtration. Achha, what is this centrifugation? There are many methods through which the separation of particles can be done. In this chapter only, there is a detailed study along with the experiments which we will be doing in my next video about all the separation methods we are doing. That's a huge list of separation method, and we shall be doing that in our next video. Okay? So separation हो सकता है, but filtration के through नहीं, centrifugation के through. And the last thing about colloids are that the colloids are, you can define colloids, you can say, yeah, you can classify colloids according to the states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. States of matter, solid, liquid and gas हैं, उनके जो dispersing medium है, okay, dispersing medium के through, और जो दूसरी चीज आती है, that is the dispersed phase. I will be explaining you these two terms, dispersed phase. Okay? तो आप जो colloidal solution है, इनको categorize कर सकते हो किसके basis पे? एक तो dispersing medium के basis पे और एक dispersed phase के basis पे. अब देखते हैं, let's see what is dispersing medium and what is the dispersed phase. Okay, so dispersing medium की अगर बात करें या dispersed phase क्या होते हैं, ये एक characteristic है colloidal solutions की. तो the phase that is scattered, or you can say that वो phase जो scatter हो रहा है, मतलब light की scattering हो रही है, या वो phase या, or you can say the present in a form of colloidal particles are called the dispersed phase. Okay, जिस phase में dispersion हो रहा है, the phase that is scattered or present, you can say, in a form of a colloidal particles, that is going to be dispersed phase. Okay, and the medium in which the colloidal particles are dispersed, वो क्या है? dispersing medium है, जिस मीडियम में हो रहा है. ओके, और जो पार्टिकल हो रहा है, ठीक है, अगर हम पार्टिकल की बात करें, जो पार्टिकल स्कैटर्ड हो रहा है वो डिस्पर्स फेज है, और जिस मीडियम में हो रहा है वो आपका डिस्पर्सिंग मीडियम है। अगर हम एग्जांपल में लें, स्टार्च सॉल्यूशन को लेते हैं एग्जांपल में, ठीक है। तो स्टार्च सॉल्यूशन में क्या है, जो स्टार्च है दैट इज गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट एज डिस्पर्स्ड फेज, क्योंकि ये पार्टिकल है, पार्टिकल जो यूज हुआ वो कौन सा है, स्टार्च है, तो ये डिस्पर्स्ड फेज है, ओके। और किसमें है वो मीडियम कौन सा है, स्टार्च सॉल्यूशन को हमने किसमें लिया है, वाटर में। तो वाटर इज अ मीडियम in which starch solution is taken, so that is a dispersing medium. So there are many category of it. We shall be studying about all those in detail. That are the common examples of colloids. So let's see what are they. Okay. Then it will be more clear to you. So now we will see some of the common examples in case of colloidal solution. So here you can see that I have shown the dispersed phase, the dispersing medium, type and example. So the dispersed phase, as I have already told you, is the particle that is going to be dispersed, and dispersing medium is the medium in which the dispersion is going to take place, and which type of dispersion is there and the example of that. So the first one is a dispersed phase is a solid. So the solid is being dispersed in a dispersing medium, gas. Solid is liquid is getting dispersed in which, gas. So it is which type, it is aerosol, ठीक है। aerosol है तो ये liquid aerosol का example है, ठीक है। aerosol आप दो जगह देख सकते हो, एक solid is getting dispersing medium is gas. So this is a solid aerosol and this is a liquid aerosol, okay, and the dispersing medium is same, that is the gas, ठीक है। और जो dispersed phase है वो अलग अलग है, एक में तो liquid है और एक में solid है, ठीक है। Now let's see the example of this aerosol, that is the liquid in gas, okay। So the example is a fog, clouds and mist, okay। Now if you take the example of a fog, what happens in a fog, there is a fog is what, it's a water droplets. So water droplets is what, it's a liquid, that is the dispersed phase is water, liquid, and where it is being dispersed, it is being dispersed in the air. So air is a gas, तो dispersing medium क्या हो गया, गैस हो गया, ठीक है। तो ये एक लिक्विड एरोसॉल का एग्जांपल है, फॉग, क्लाउड्स एंड मिस्ट। सिमिलरली सॉलिड इज बीइंग डिस्पर्स्ड इन अ मीडियम, दैट इज अ गैस, इट इज अ सॉलिड एरोसॉल एग्जांपल, लाइक स्मोक इज देयर, ऑटोमोबाइल्स एग्जॉस्ट इज देयर, ओके। थर्ड इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ अ टाइप फोम, ठीक है। फोम का एग्जांपल अगर देखेंगे तो गैस इज अ डिस्पर्स्ड फेज एंड द डिस्पर्सिंग मीडियम इज लिक्विड, ठीक है। सो एग्जांपल इज शेविंग क्रीम। अब शेविंग क्रीम में गैस और लिक्विड का कहां पे आ गया कॉन्सेप्ट, यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग। तो गैस क्या है, जो शेविंग क्रीम के ड्रॉपलेट्स है, इट्स अ ओके, इट्स अ droplets are liquid and the gas is the surrounding, okay। So the next comes emulsion. What is emulsion? Emulsion में क्या होता है कि two liquids होती हैं, ठीक है। two liquids का phase है, but वो ऐसे liquids होती हैं जो आपस में mix नहीं होंगी, immixable, mixing वाले liquids नहीं है, okay। तो ये liquid, two liquids है, इमल्शन है, एग्जांपल में मिल्क है, फेस क्रीम है, ओके। सिमिलरली वी टेक अबाउट द एग्जांपल ऑफ अ सोल। व्हाट इज अ सोल की अगर बात करें तो सोल क्या है, फ्लूइड सस्पेंशन ऑफ अ कोलाइडल सॉलिड इन अ लिक्विड, सॉलिड इन अ लिक्विड, तो सोल हो रहा था। एग्जांपल में मिल्क ऑफ मैग्नीशिया, मड है, ओके। सिमिलरली लास्ट में आता है आपका जेल। जेल में क्या है, जैसे कि अभी इस वीडियो में भी आपने सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन और फिल्ट्रेशन 2 मेथड का नाम सुना होगा, ऐसे और भी बहुत सारे मेथड्स हैं that we are going to discuss in our next part. So this was all for today. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like it, please give a like button, and if you have not subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe it so that you can get the daily updates of our video. And one more thing I would like to tell you that Online Scholar has launched this app. It is with the name CSCS e-learning. You just go in a Google Play, download that. From there you can get the notes also. They are in PDF form, and you can get the videos also. You can watch it as many times as you want. If you want a live class which is going to have a direct interaction with the teacher and the students, you can just apply for that also. There are many MCQ questions, you can solve it. Just go and learn it. So thank you so much.